I just wanted to tell you, like in the last session, you have said as like as assignment, like finding out from the search, inspecting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I was able to achieve that.
Okay, good, good then. All right. i- if you want to, you can share your screen and explain Rahma, what you have done.
Sure, I'll do it. Is my screen visible?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, so this is what like before it was not, the screen was not freezing. So I have used Control Shift P here. So once after I have done this, then I have selected one of the option called emulate focused page. So I have accessed it. So once I like I have selected to emulate the focus page, then this would be like freezed. So then whichever like the selector we want, then it will be stable. It won't be like going. So once I've got
Mm-hmm.
this, then I have here, then this expert, then I've got it.
Okay. Right. First, you have opened developer console. After that, what you have done?
I've done, I'll show you. I've done Control Shift P
Control
here,
Shift. Okay. Mm-hmm.
P, and once like after Control Shift P, I have written emulate focused
Okay.
page.
So focus page. Okay.
So I have selected that, and then I was able to select any of the element over here.
Okay. The bullet page is working. Okay.
This was my approach. Do
Okay.
anyone have inputs on this?
Actually, what is meant by emulate page? Any like one some idea? Can anyone give some idea?
Yes. So that means like, see, I'll show you what it does. I'll just select this. Now, see, I won't be able to select any of the drop down list. It is going. Able to get my
Okay.
point?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for overcoming this problem, here I would be going and emulate focused page.
Mhm.
See, now I can select it. And
Okay.
whatever the selector which I want to pass, I can pass it and I can take the selector from there and I can use it in
Oh,
my description.
okay.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good then. Right. Few of the screens based on the websites, right? Based on the websites, few of websites will work with right. Previously, blur option we have removed. Some of the
Yes.
application will work for blur. Some of the application will work for these things, whatever that matter. Right.
Even I tried for Blur, but Blur was not working. Those
Not working.
JavaScript
Correct.
Ajax calls
Uh,
were not rendering.
right. For me, emulate also not working. Maybe that is the browser versions. Maybe based on that, emulate also not work. Maybe I told you F8, right?
Okay.
Debugging option. Sometimes it
Oh,
will work debugging. Right.
okay.
Whichever
Even
will work,
mm,
we can based on. Yeah. Good
okay.
then. Right. Okay. We'll go continue. Right. We know abstract class. Right. We have a abstract class. But anyone have idea, right? Can you explain abstract class? What is the requirement, right? We will get in the automation. Do we really require abstract class in the automation?
Okay, so I'll answer this. So correct me if I'm wrong somewhere. So like first of all, like abstract class, we use it whenever like we do if we want to create any of the methods which have to be implemented. or any of the methods or classes, whatever is there, so which should be implemented in our project. And it so that's the main purpose of the abstract class. And the main thing is like the body won't be present in that, and the object cannot be created for that, and it should mandatorily be used wherever we have called that object of that class, and we use the keyword called abstract for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay,
And
fine.
after
But
few,
uh,
yeah, and after few of the versions, after I think like after Java 8, even the body, even it can have a body with the implementation. Yes, this is what like abstract means, and which we have used it in our project.
mhm. Right, abstract class, right, from starting onwards, we can have abstract methods and non-abstract both. Right, only in interface, right, maybe interface in, right, Java 8, they have introduced the default and static methods. Abstract class from starting onwards, we can have abstract and the non-abstract methods, both. Right, but whenever, right, abstract class, right, what is the requirement of it? Right, sometimes we don't want to create object. We don't want to allow object creation sometimes. Right, but we want to use the methods of those things. Right, inheritance concept only. Sometimes we want to restrict the object creation. Right, we can create the abstract class, but it should have a implemented class, implemented methods. Right, those should be available for all the child classes. Right, some requirements we may get. Right, some people will create object for parent also. Right, by way, and sometimes they want to access object method of it, they will simply create the object of it. Right, I don't want to allow them to create the object of parent class. Right, in those cases also we can go for abstract class. Right, and also we want to restrict sometimes. Right, abstract class. I want to restrict whatever features I am using. Right, same thing child also should use it. All right. Sometimes abstract class I can have some methods. I can ask child classes right use those methods forcefully. So there are multiple things, but right we can use multiple ways. One is the restrict the object creation. One is to use every child class whatever parent provided methods. Right. If anyone has any other right, you can also explain. Otherwise, we can.
Actually, Venkat, from Java 8, how like this lambda expressions, anonymous classes, functional interface, are they really, I mean, do we face interview questions from these areas, or how important is Java 8 for a beginner kind
There,
of test,
no, no,
automation
definitely
testing?
nowadays compulsory they're asking right for testers we don't require any
Mm-hmm.
any lambda expression those things right but still in interview right they're
Mm-hmm.
asking those streams concept filter concept streams filter how you will right those are all to reduce the piece of code while writing. Right, you have
Okay.
a list. I want to print, right? I have a list. I want to print only names which are starting with something. Right, if you
Okay.
use the streams concept, you can write in single line. Right, without that, we can write in multiple. Right, but testers, it is not that much important. But if you are going for interview means, you have to write. No, right, for interview purpose, we must learn it. Definitely, we will
Okay.
get one or two questions. But after getting into company, right, no one will use it actually, basically. Right.
Okay.
If you use also testers, right, they have a development background, they can understand it. Normal testers usually they cannot understand right how to debug and what is
Mm.
understanding is also very difficult for them. to debug any
Yeah,
issue is there.
actually, while I
Debug
was
it.
just going through Java it itself, I was feeling like it. I mean, I felt it complex compared to basic Java.
Right, right. That is first we should be perfect in basics, then only we can. That is a daily, not within single day we cannot learn. You have to repeatedly, you have to listen and write down, try to practice it. Then only you will feel somewhat right. With the first time, right? Everyone feel like that only. You have to practice 5 to 10 times if you want to become familiar with the streams, those lambda expressions.
Yeah.
But to clear interview, we are going for Java interview, right? Selenium with Java, definitely they will ask.
Okay.
But that is not a big issue then. Right? We can explain them. I am
Mm,
going through it. I am learning. I can learn it. If you are familiar,
okay.
that is added advantage. Added advantage. Right?
Okay.
If they want to write, really reduce the student strength, they will definitely ask those type of questions only.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, Kirti, what is your experience level?
Actually, I had 4.3, but currently I'm not working. I was working for Tech Mahindra. Due to some
Okay.
personal issues, I got career gap. So I'm trying to switch back to my career.
Okay. So, what is the break you have? The duration?
It is almost like 5 years from now.
Oh, okay. So, are you getting any calls or what?
I just like that. I mean, I have tried, but no, I didn't get. I'm trying at least first, if at all, if I get manual tester opportunity also, I was trying from that angle perspective, but still I was not getting any calls.
Yes, Venkateshwar.
Okay, fine. Then I think it's correct. Yeah. Uh, then we'll quickly jump into one more right question.
Okay.
Right. Java questions. There are a lot of mostly right from Java. They will ask programmatic questions only. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of
Mm-hmm.
right. They will theoretical questions. They stopped asking. They will ask oops concept one question, exception handling one question, right? And then collections. Mostly they will ask one question. But programming, 2, 3 questions they will ask if you are able to right tell those things. Mostly they will satisfied with that. But the programming, okay, are you okay? Programming to do some programming.
Uh, I'm not actually that comfortable.
Yeah, we can give it
Right,
a try.
right. We have to right. Programming also they are asking a very difficult level. Right, they're asking like
Yes.
a developer. Right, they are thinking we are developers. They ask. Right, that's fine. That right, we will go with a simple program, not a very right big things. Right, I think maybe anyone right. You can anyone interested, you can share the ID already Eclipse ID opened. Anyone or we will try on the Google right online program website.
What's the program?
It, or anyone right this one right. I am bringing in the chart. You can open website that is the direct. Right, most of the times in interview also they will give some website and they will open IDs also they are not accepting some people. Right, anyone in I will tell you program. Just anyone open that let's share your screen.
Screen visible?
Okay, okay, good then. Okay, right. Can you write string s1 equal to Okay, opened already. Okay, fine. Right, you can write in the main, right? You can
Okay.
under main, right? You have to write under main. Right, string s1 equal to something automation, small, all, maybe no spaces.
Okay.
Okay, string s2 equal to again automation.
String history is equal to
Same automation only. Okay, now just print system.out.println. At s1 double equal to s2
this one.
double equals s2. Okay, under that again s2 s2. Under that again system.out.println. You can paste it. This is system.out.println. S1 dot equals right s2. Right now, right. What is the right? You can create one more string. String s3 equal to on top. String s3 equal to automation only. New string of not like that. New string of create a new string. Okay, inside double quotes. Same again. You can give automation. Okay, fine. Now 9 and 10 lines are there, right? You can copy those two, 9 and 10, paste below. Okay, now you modify the 13th line. Modify the 13th line. S1 equal to S3. S3 you can keep it as similarly here also. Right now explain the what is the output. Don't run it. Right, just explain that. Anyone can explain output it will display.
So S1 creates the automation object in the string constant pool, and then S2 also refers to the same automation which is in the string constant pool. It will not create a new object. While coming to S3, although the value is automation, but still it creates a new object and it does not refer to the old automation value which is referred by S1 and S2. So S1 double equal to S3 is false and S1 double equal to S2 is true.
Remaining dot equals
S1 dot equals S2 is true and S1 dot equals S3 is false.
anyone? Okay, fine.
So
Right here.
yes, one. Yes,
No,
please continue.
if you know, you can continue.
Okay, so S1 double equals to S2 would be true, first statement, and equals like that would be also true because like it would be comparing the values, so that it would be true. And yeah, that is what is three. I'm not sure.
Okay, fine. Right. Whatever Kirti explained, right? Whenever we will create as a letter, right? A letter means simply double quotes. it will create in the constant pool. There is a string will have, right? There are different types of store, right? Whenever we will create any variable, it will store somewhere, right? In our system only, it will store somewhere, right? In Java concept, it will call as a heap memory will be there. For string separately, constant pool also there. Heap memory objects will create in the memory in the heap memory. Whenever you will create new, whenever you will create using new, it will create in the heap memory. Right, whenever we will create in the letter, right, it will store in the string constant. Actually, what is the concept here is whenever we will create a string s1 equal to blind, blind thing is dot equals means it will validate the content. It will validate the content. If both the right, if both strings or value is same, content is same, it is true. That's it, simple thing. Right. Equals means it will validate the content of it. Equals means content. Right. It will not worry about the memory addresses where it is stored. Right. Blindly equal means if both the content is same means it is true. Now in this case, the 10th line and 14th line. Right. Both if I are using equal, content is same for all. Right. It will be true. Right. Dot equal means content is same means true. That's it. Content is different, it will obviously it will false. Content is same means it will. But a double equal to what it will do? It will verify the memory address actually, not the content. It will not verify the content. It will verify the memory address because S1 will create in the string constant pool. S2 also will create in the string constant pool with the same memory address. Constant pool means what? Already constant is there. Suppose in the constant pool, if we are creating with the same content, it will point to same memory address. It will not create another memory address. If we change the suppose if we create a string as 3 equal to some other automation testing, it will create one more memory address. But here S1 and S2 are same content, it will point to same memory address in the constant pool. So what will happen? Memory for the S1 and S2 same. So whenever we are using S1 equal to S2, ninth line, it will be true because memory address are same. And S3, coming to S3, what will happen? It will create in the memory different heap memory, that is different memory address. So what will happen? S1 different memory address, S3 different address. So it will be false, obviously. Suppose if we create after 8th line, S4, same thing, string S4 equal to new string of automation. New string of automation. If we create, what will happen? It will create again. New means separate memory. Whenever you will create a new, it will create separate memory. Then if we equal S3 dot equal S4 memory address, it will compare dot, right. A double equal to means memory address. Both memory addresses different. It will be obviously false. Right. That is the concept of it. Dot equal means blindly if content is equal, it is true. Double equal to means memory address. If memory address are equal, it will be true, otherwise false.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So if there is a new memory allocation, so like if we use new, then a new memory would be created in the heap. So with so that basically it won't be referring to any of the S1 or S2, so it would be failing. Wherein like equals and double equals, so that would be following with the same text or whatever the memory address, so it would be true and rest would be the false if we create a new memory address.
New memory
Mm.
double equal to only compare the memory address. You have
Yes.
to worry. You have to worry about only double equal to case. Maybe sometimes we will confuse about double equal to case only. If memory
Okay.
addresses are same, it will be true. It will return true. Otherwise false. But the dot equal case, you need to see the content. Dot
Okay.
equal to case, you have to see the content, not memory address. Content of it. If both content is same, it will be true. Otherwise false. Right, fine. You can write run it. Maybe syntax issues will come. You can run it and verify. Right, just click on run. We will see.
Venkatesh, I had a doubt.
Yeah, sure. Once it's done, we'll yeah.
I was saying because the first string is different. It has a space in
Yeah,
the
why
beginning.
space? Remove space. Uh,
So it won't be equal in that way.
that is typing. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. Now see. Right. That is the only whatever we have discussed. Same thing. Right.
Mm.
Right. Anything, any doubts here? We'll continue.
We are clear on
Taking-
this.
Okay. Okay. Good then. Right. If you have any doubt in any other topic, we can have one or more questions are there. I think already half an hour complete. Yeah. Any other topic you want?
Yes, I just wanted to ask you, like, can you
Uh,
just tell me if you have the like real-time examples where interface have been used in the application, where static is used in the application, where abstract is
mhm.
used in the application, where overriding is used in the application?
Yeah,
Yeah.
how
Okay.
to actually answer where will we use oops concept in our framework?
I think I already explained, right?
Yes,
Framework
in the first session you
you
have
did
done.
not attend that. No, no, no. My
Okay.
separate framework classes.
Yeah,
Are you,
some interview
anyway,
session videos, right? Okay.
not interview session. I think maybe separate. I have taken separate classes on the automation framework, end-to-end framework.
Okay. I
Right.
haven't
Really?
gone through it. Okay, I will go through it.
I will share the link. You can go it. Right here. I have explained all the things. Let's see. Interface is mostly 99% not required in automation. Actually, only development purpose only we will use interface concepts. Right, but testing point of view, mostly we will not require a actual abstract class and interface these things. But right, if you want to follow the Java standards, then we have to follow. Right. One is encapsulation. You all people know encapsulation where we will use, right, in the page classes. Right. Encapsulation means what? Wrapping up of the data members and the methods into a single unit. Right. Here data
Yes.
members are locators. Our methods are actions. Right. Whatever methods we will write, these are all actions. Right. Right. Encapsulation. Encapsulation, our best example is our page classes.
Okay.
Right. Our page classes are the encapsulation. And then if you want, the next one is inheritance. Right. In inheritance, we can either take a base test or a base page. Right. Every test class will have a some base. Right. We will take a page. That may you will be good example you will get. Right. Each page will extend parent. Right. Inheritance concept. First thing is here we will get inheritance. Parent class and then child class. That means every child class will extend the parent. Right? Why we need to have a parent class? To achieve the reusability. Right? Instead of writing this method in every child class, we will keep it in a parent class. So that every child class, now we have child class about a leave page, login page, menu page, user page. I no need to create every time this enter text in all the classes. Instead of it, I will keep it in the parent class and then reuse it in the child classes. Right. In the base page, you can take what example we can give. Right. In our framework, we have a child pages and then we have a base page. In the base page, we are creating all the reusable methods that are required for the child class. Right. Like what are the pages? What we will do? Either we can enter the text or click on any button. Right. You can wait for the element. Right. Or anything, frames, windows, right? All those things we will write on the base page. Right? We can give this is the inheritance concept. Right? Base page and base test. And also base test also you can give it. Base test what we will do. Right. Basically this will not inheritance concept, but this will not comes under reusability because right why? This we will not use in the child class. This is concept of child, right? TestNG. A lot of people will confuse about. They will tell we will create a driver and reuse it. But these things we will not call in the child classes. Right? This will automatically called by TestNG. Right? Whenever our test case is executing, it will create. Here reusability means this method only. Get driver. This driver we are passing to the all the child classes, all the child test cases. Right, don't confuse about it. These are all right. This will execute before every test case to create the driver. Right, but this is we are not using the child. Again, we will not call in the child class setup method. Right, only this is the whatever we will use in the child classes, those are all reusable methods. Those are all reusable methods. The remaining things we will not use those things. Right, simple thing, whatever we required, instead of writing multiple times duplicate code, instead of writing duplicate code, we can write in one place and reuse it. Right, we have to eliminate the duplicate code and place where we need to place it to parent class. We can use the Java concept, OOPS concept as inheritance. In the parent class, we can write the reusable methods and use it in the child classes. Right, use it in the child class. Whenever I require, I call the get driver. So, right, that is inheritance. You can explain either base case or base test, anything you can explain. But you should be a example you have to take. Right, here we can take a enter text. Right, click method. All methods we have created in the parent we are using. Right, we have to tell like that. Right, some people will tell we will write something. Right, we will write like that. They will not tell what interviewer expect exactly what you have done in our framework. Right, simple thing only. Right, we are not creating any. We don't need to explain application side functionality also. Right, we can explain Selenium functionality and so on. Whatever. Right, enter text click. If you know any application functionalities also, right, if we have written, you can tell it. But if you are not confident about application functionalities, right, those things no need to explain. Right, you can explain these things. And also method overloading. Right, method overloading concept. Here, see, suppose I have a text with the web element and a text. Right, say method overloading means what? Right, polymorphism concept. Right, polymorphism, static, right, a static polymorphism. We can also call it as a static polymorphism or method overloading. Here, method name will be same, arguments will be different. Right, I want to enter text. Sometimes I will pass the element. Sometimes I will pass the bilocate. Right, you can also explain. Sometimes I will pass. Right, wait time also. Right, sometimes I require a wait method also. Right, we can explain these things. Either right, you can take any enter text or click method. Right, here are all overloaded methods only. Right, I want to wait for the element, plain to wait or explicit wait. We can use. Sometimes by locator I want to wait something. Web, right? These are all method overload. Right, overriding means what? You want to override parent class method in the child class. Maybe sometimes what will happen? Suppose for all classes, click method is working fine. For some of the scenarios, right, it will not work. Right, suppose user page is there. Right, maybe this click is right not working for this add button. Remaining it's working. Right, what we can do? Right, we can override same method. Right, we can override the same method in the child class. We can change instead of normal click. We can write down either actions class click or JavaScript click. Right, we can also write down like that. Right, wherever. But this will if you write like this. Right, here we can write action class click or JavaScript method override. Right, we are overriding parent class method in the child class, and we will change the body. Right, signature will be different. Only body will be different. Right. Then whenever you will click, what will happen? This click method will call. If you want to call the right now in this case, if you want to call the parent class click method, how you will call it? Right. That is also interview. Right. Now I have a child click method, parent click method. I want to call the parent click method. How you will call it? Right. You should know the concept of super.
Super.
Right. Then it will call the super of click. Right. Then this will also we can tell method override.
And how about like static where we have used, and how about interfaces
Static.
where we have used?
Right. Static. Static means what? First of all.
Like we
Right.
don't want to create any of the object for that main purpose.
Static is right. If you want to save the memory, right? I don't want to. Right. Suppose if 10 times I have created an object, I don't want to create right 10 times memory for that. I only want to save the memory. Static means it will create memory only one time, and then without object we can call it one thing. Right. Where we will get mostly we want to whenever you have some constants. Right. Suppose say I have a constant. Say Chrome, Firefox, Edge, explicit wait time, fluent wait time, right? These will something. These are all constant. That means it will not change frequently. These are all will change very rarely. Right. Instead of hard coding, right? Instead of hard coding, Chrome, Firefox, Edge, or fluent waits, these things wait times. Right. Instead of hard coding, I will write a some constants. I will call this. Wherever right in the base state while creating the driver, I will call like this. Right, instead of hard coding those things. Right, we can say like this, constants. Right, these are all the different right whoops concept. Here I have used abstract class also. Right, why I have used abstract class means right. I want sometimes right page class and text class also will have a base page base test common things. Right, sometimes right in the page class text class both I want a common. Right, suppose I want to right I want something like a right I want to create read the property file some element from the property file or I want to write this is the related to report I want to log the message right sometimes right I have written clean directory or if you want to generate right a random string random numbers those are all common to base page and base text right we cannot write again right duplicate code so we have created one more parent class. This parent class will extend by both base page and base test. Base page and base test both will extend this abstract base so that that will be common for all. Right? That is common for all. Right? A simple thing. Right? Whenever right, suppose this is the base page and base test. I want a common things. Right? Instead of writing duplicate code, right? What we will do? We will create a simply parent class. Whenever you have a scenario like I want to write same piece of code again and again. We will keep it such type of code in the parent. Right. This is the base page. These are all child. Right. Now I required a common for base page and base text also. We will create one more parent. We will write that. We will extend these two. So that whatever we will write, it will get obviously all the child classes. Right. Suppose if I write a print method, it will be visible for all. Right. Base page, base text, and child classes all. If I write a print method here only, it will be visible only here. Right. Until this container only, it will be visible. Right. Again, if I want right this side, I want to write again print method. Right. Again, I want to write it. This side I want. Right. Instead of writing print method two times base page and base test, we will create one more base and extend it. We will get common. Right. Inheritance means simple thing. We want right eliminate the duplicate. duplicate code and reusability, execute the reuse. Right, you can go through my framework classes already. I have explained a lot of 10 classes. I have in-depth classes I have taken how to create the framework. Right, if you find that, right, we'll meet tomorrow, then we'll see any
Venkat,
doubts are there.
can you,
Hmm.
I mean, for tomorrow, can you please provide data provider topic and those related questions? Like how we,
SDET data.
what type of questions we face on data provider? TestNG data provider.
Sure, sure. We'll touch it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So Venkat, so how do we be a part of that group which we have explained, those framework sessions and everything?
Those are all already done.
Okay.
I will
Is there
share
any
the link
current?
that. Right. Yeah, yeah, Rahman. What was it?
Yeah, I was asking you, is there currently you are taking those any